this thing is high. Okay, what's up guys? So, welcome to the first video for Fly with Philly. Okay, so on the agenda for today, I am busy studying for my instrument rating exam, okay? The plan is to go right on the 30th of September, I think. Yo, I don't even know what month it is. Anyway, and that's like around the corner. And I have so much work to do. So anyway, I'm going to continue with my studying and my planning for that today. And then later, I'm going to go hit a gym session. And then we'll see what the rest of the day has in store for us. Okay, so this is basically my desk where I study for all of my exams. It's a bit messy at the moment. And this is the instrument rating exam. And I am using Aeroversity to study for my exam. So with this exam, we have to study meteorology, human performance, radio aids, instruments, operational procedures, performance, principles of flight, air law, and AVOPs. I've already done human performance. I basically just have to do human overload and underload. Just have to finish that one today. And this is my notebook where I keep track of all my percentages while I study. Very important to keep track of your studying. Study station. I have like one problem with my study station, and it's the fact that with this big ass window, I still don't get much lighting in here. Like if I turn off all these lights, it's very dark in here. Okay? I don't like that. So I have to operate with two lights. But yo, it's fine. It's okay. I'll manage. I've been managing with it. Alright? Okay, so I'm basically halfway with my work, which means it's time for breakfast. I'm gonna get some breakfast now. And then my madre is here too. Bye. Love you. Okay, so I actually don't know what I want for breakfast. I can either do cereal or cereal. Okay, looks like we're doing cereal. So I've got Future Life, Smart Nutrition, and I think that's the way to go for today. So let's do that. Okay, so I got my breakfast, and now let's chill like a old person outside. Just enjoy nature and the birds and the sun. But yeah, for now, let's have breakfast. And then I'm very excited for my gym session because today is back and by, and I just love doing back and by. One of the best workouts and pumps ever, in my opinion. So yeah. Okay, so I am basically done with human performance. So now I'm gonna get ready to go hit a gym session. They're busy working outside and it's making a lot of noise, so yeah, not much studying is gonna happen now anyway. And guys, I'm rocking my Wing Culture tee and cap. I'm gonna be leaving the website down below. Use my code Philly for a 10% discount. Ew. Yeah, that's neat. Will work. Okay. I'm going through the back door because my buggy is parked at the front. So, you know, these people are making such a noise. It's difficult filming while there's a nice. But yeah, we heading out the back. We're going to go like a gym session. A warm engine is a happy engine. I completely forgot to download my new music, but it's all sorted now. So now we can operate. Okay. So one thing I actually really like about my gym is the fact that it's like around the corner from my house. Like I really don't even have to drive far. I could walk if I want, but I don't really want to walk, you know. So yeah, that's the only thing. Why are you looking at me like that? What did I do to you? Yeah, see. And it also looks like there's like no one there. coming this time. Alright. Let's do this thing now. I'm just gonna do like 2 more sets here. Thumb covers coming off. That wraps up the gym session. That was proper, not gonna lie. Got the veins running, pre-workout's doing its thing. Gonna head back home now, take a shower. Now you're gonna do probably whey protein and lunch. I don't know, my appetite today is not very well. Not really too hungry, so yeah, we'll see. Honey, I'm home. Oh yeah. I don't have a honey. Okay, so I'm back home now. I'm going to take a shower. I still have studying to do. So, hello, my baby. Say hello to Luna. Hello, Luna. Hello, baby. Oh, Philly is shaking from gym. Hello, my angel. So, yeah. Okay, so the shower is done. I'm gonna keep rocking my wing culture shirt because it's honestly like just the best shirt ever. I feel like I want to live in it. And it looks like so good. I love it. I love it. The material is amazing. The way it fits is amazing. Usually my problem that I have with shirts is that because my shoulders and back is like so wide, like I get shirts that do this. So this is actually perfect. Like I love it. I honestly just love it. Okay, use my code Philly, eh? Check here. And then I don't really care much about my hair now. I'm not going anywhere. Just gonna dollar it like that. And then I'm kind of like a hat person, but not any hat person. Wing culture hat person. Cause why? They're just the best. Hey guys, so this is basically the whey protein I'm using right now from Nutritech. And then I'll throw some milk there. We're gonna do 2 scoops. 1, 2. Don't tell my mom. I'm joking. It's not that bad. Just a little bit. Oh, I actually forgot this thing is broken. It's fine. We just close that part. Then it won't spill. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that should be fine now. Okay, I'm quickly gonna leave you guys with some study tips. Okay, so for example, on Aeroversity now, right? I am busy with the instrument landing system, ILS. So the tip that I do have for you is you go to your book and here you see it says instrument landing system, right? I don't know if you can see that, ILS. What you do now, you go, you read through this chapter. Just read through it. Try and understand the bigger picture. Once you are done reading the ILS chapter, you go to your questions. Then you answer the questions. You see like how they ask the questions. You see the answers that you get. Just work through it, okay? Once you've done that, at the end, go through everything, look what you got wrong, refer back to your book, go read about it again, and try and understand where you got it wrong, what you got wrong, why you got it wrong, and then you go back and then you go do it again. And I suggest that you do these chapters 5 to 6 times and try and get those chapters into 90%. Tip of the day. What's up guys? Okay, so it's the next day. I did not manage to finish everything yesterday, and so much actually happened and changed, and I had a very busy day overall. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I stayed up till I think like 4 o'clock, and then I went to bed, and then probably woke up at like 7:30 again to study. Yeah, I'm just a bit exhausted. That's pilot life for you. Yeah, I'll give you an update on how the studying is going so far. I managed to finish human performance, and then I started with radio eds as well. And then what I did yesterday and last night was I worked through my notes, I made my summaries, and then I went and I did my questions. I've done the first 3 chapters 4 times, and then managed to get it like between 90 and 100% for the chapter. So I'm happy with that. So I thought maybe I should just take the time and just tell you guys a bit more about myself and how far I am and everything that happened this year. So yeah, let's get into it. I started my PPL in 2020, and then I finished it in 2021. After that, I wasn't really flying much. Yeah, there was just a few things that needed to be sorted out, financially wise as well. And I basically had to wait 3 years. And then last year, March, I wrote my first CPL exam. Last year was also a bit of a downhill, but a very big learning process for me. Mentally, I wasn't doing too well last year, emotionally as well. And yeah, it kind of put me in a very tight spot because the whole of last year I only wrote 3 exams. And for those of you that are offline, you know that you only have 18 months to finish your exams. Otherwise, you have to redo everything. Anyway, I wrote 3 exams for the whole year. Then I went on holiday to Namibia to go visit my mom, and I took one of my best friends with, his name is Reinhard, and I'll never forget how I sat down with him one day and I told him like how much I'm stressing because it's December and it's soon gonna be January, and then March is like around the corner, then it's 12 months, and then I basically just have like 6 months left to finish the rest of my exams. And it's 5 exams that I started to finish. So January started and I was busy studying for my instrument rating exam. But I'm telling you right now, I did not know what I was doing. I did not know how to study, or I had no plan. And that was probably the biggest mistake I could have made, because instruments is really not a difficult subject. But I managed to fail that thing 3 times, and then January came, and then I studied my butt off. Like, honestly, I really studied my ass off. Because I told Raina, like, I have to push. Like, there's no going back. Like, this is the year. This is the year that it's done. Like, no more messing around, you know? And I studied my butt off for that exam, and I went to go write, and I failed it for the 4th time. Yes, I felt so stupid. I kind of thought like, you're maybe gonna be a bit negative now, because if you fail a subject 3 times, you get a 2-month ban. So you can write it the first time. If you fail it, you can wait another week. Second time, wait another week if you fail it. Third time, 2 months. What did I say? January, I failed it for the 4th time. So I had to wait another 2 months. In that time period of the 2 months, I started studying for my flight planning exam. Yeah, so I studied my butt off for that exam as well. And I was just so negative. And I couldn't understand how people can study all of this work, like the amount of work you have to study and remember and formulas. I didn't know how. And It's actually funny how I came up with my study plan. I remember one day I was like so negative and sad that I took a red square and I went to go sit in the shower on the floor playing music, and I was just sitting there while it was steaming, and I was like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna change this whole situation? How am I gonna make my studying better? How am I gonna be able to do this? And that's how I came up with this whole study plan that I have now. Because while I was sitting there, I actually remembered how my dad always used to tell me, like, I have ADHD, like bad. And he always told me, for us to study, we have to go through something 6 times to remember it and, just understand the bigger picture. And I was like, okay, maybe I should give it a go. Anyway, so I didn't do it with flight planning. After flight planning, I was studying for navigation. So I managed to pass flight planning, at least, like just pass it. And then I started studying for navigation. Went to go write the first time, didn't really know what to expect. All of my subjects I didn't really pass, except human performance. I passed human performance the first time, but I usually book my exam, go write, and then see how the exam is, what I can expect, what they focus on. Then I'll come back, focus on that work. And I came back from my nav exam, studied for like a week, went to go write. I think I passed it. I was probably like 89% or something. I think I just got 2 questions wrong. So then I was like very stoked. Then I was like, yo, this study plan is working. It's working. After my nav exam, I had to study for the instrument exam again. The one that I failed for the 4th time. Like, how do you fail instruments? Boggles my mind. I took my notebook and I did exactly what I do here. I wrote down all my chapters and I took a chapter for chapter. Obviously, work through the book first, the manual, and then understand the bigger picture, and then go do your questions. And I literally did it 6 times. Like, each chapter I did 6 times. I kid you not, I studied a week and a half for that exam. I booked it and I went to go write, and I knew I was prepared. I could see it in my mock exams. I knew I was prepared. So, but it's just that mental thing of getting there. It was not nice. So I went in, I wrote, and when I was clicking submit, I already knew like I'm gonna pass this thing. And I think I got probably the highest score for it. It was like 93%. Like, now I really know the study plan works. I got it now. I got it. I think for me, the best part about what I do in my life at the moment, obviously I enjoy flying and creating content, but is being able to help students as well. I have a few people that I'm busy helping, preparing for the exams, not like instructor wise, but just with the study plan. And I've only gotten positive feedback. I know one of my friends, he just started his PPL and he struggled a lot with his exams. The first exam, I think he failed it like 5 times. And I spoke to him, had a good conversation, explained everything to him, told him how to study and prepare and planning wise, etc. Then he went to go write the exam and he also got like in the 90s. I think he also got 2 wrong. So yeah, now I really know it works. But yeah, for me, that's what my life is all about, is I had to go through the tough times and learn from my mistakes so that I can help other people, and at the end of the day, it's totally worth it. I don't mind at all. If I can make a difference in someone's life and make it easier for them, I would go through this whole process over and over and over so that someone else wouldn't have to go through it, you know. After instruments, I did ATG. ATG it wasn't necessarily tough for me. It was very straightforward. It was just the amount of work. So in total, if you go through everything once, it's 2,800 questions. And you know, obviously now my study plan is 6 times. So if you times it by 6, it's 16,800 questions. And excluding the exam revolution questions that I did as well. And it was like 90 pages. So it took a while. Trust me, it took a while. Yeah, I managed to pass that one on the second time as well. And then everyone was like, ATG is tough. Yes, then I got to MET. MET was my last subject. And MET made me regret that it was my last subject. Out of all my subjects, MET was really the hardest for me. It was, yeah, let's leave it there. So I actually failed MET twice. Obviously I went to go write the first time to see how the exam is and what to expect. I've never had an exam so confusing in my life. It was so confusing that I came back home, I sat down and I was like, I actually don't know where to start. I don't know what to focus on. Then I studied hard, went for the second time and missed it with 2%. By that time I was panicking a bit, not gonna lie. I was really panicking because my time was gonna finish in a month. Then like my 18 months is done. And if I don't pass that exam, then I have to redo everything. And remember what I told you, if you fail it the third time, 2-month ban. So if I have a month left and you get a 2-month ban, there's no time to rewrite. Yeah, I got a complete mental block after that. I was really not okay after that exam. I had to completely start over. I had to focus on getting back into a proper sleep routine, getting enough sleep, waking up early, focusing on my diet, focusing on my health, getting my ass back in gym, small things. I was building from the bottom again. It was worth it though. I would say I really actually started studying very hard for that exam 2 weeks before the exam, because it took me 2 weeks to just get like mentally and physically prepared again. And okay, feeling good, feeling like a normal person again. So yeah, I studied my ass off for 2 weeks, turned my phone off completely. You can ask anyone that knows me. I was a ghost. About 3 days before I had to go write, I was praying, and for some reason I just felt such a calmness inside of me, like as if I had nothing to worry about. And I really took it as a sign, maybe a little bit too much of a sign, because the day before my exam I wasn't recapping my work, I was playing Flight Simulator. Yo. But I was just so over it and I just wanted to get it done with. Yeah, so I went to go write and it was still a difficult test. Oh, keep in mind, I didn't just focus on one question bank, I used 2 question banks. So the one question bank is 2,200 questions. I didn't even count the other one because I really didn't even want to know. But the one question bank of 2,200 questions, I did 6 times. probably more than 6 times. And then I did another question bank as well. But with the other question bank, I really just focused on the things that I thought like was really important. By that time I was tired. I was heartful. I did not want to see a book or a question or a calculation. Nada. Klar. Yeah, went to go write the day, passed it, and yeah, CPR exams are done. Basically, I had a 2-week holiday after that. Busy arranging everything now for my nitrating. Probably gonna start next week with my nitrating, so I'm really excited for that. Yeah, now I'm busy studying for this yall exam. Me and one of my friends have a deal going on. I basically started studying Monday for this exam. And the yall exam is, I think it's 7 or 6 of the CPL subjects in one exam, and then it's got its like own subject kind of a thing with it. So it's 6 CPL, 7 CPL exams, and then its own thing as well. So it's a lot of work. And we're writing in 2 weeks. We're writing the 30th. So yeah, that's why I'm up till like 3 o'clock. Why do I feel like I say like so much? Yes. So that's basically what's happening now. I'm also still trying to figure out what videos I want to create, what I can do to make it more interesting. When I was busy editing the video, I noticed that there was so much of other stuff that I was venting about, going on about, instead of the aviation side. And I really want to bring the aviation side, like that's the whole purpose of the daily vlogs, isn't it? But it's also a day in the life, but not so much of the day in the life. Catch my drift? Oh. We'll see. Like, go easy on me. I'm still figuring it out. I have a lot on my mind and on my plate. So, start a goeie klip, right. Okay, so that's basically my story. Now you know a little bit about me and what happened in this year. Also, I was completely isolated. I didn't really spend much time socializing. I locked myself in the house. But it's really the best decision I've ever made. I was kind of scared that people might get fed up with me not answering them or not getting back to them, or felt like I'm skipping them off. But at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do. You know, you have to focus on your career and your future, because you're doing it for yourself and no one else. Always remember that. In everything you do it for yourself, not for anyone else. I didn't even go to gym. Okay, well, I was sick for 3 months beginning of this year, and they did not know what was wrong with me. Imagine. They told me when it was getting real bad that it was my tonsils, that I was getting infection in my tonsils. And I think I had such a fright that I had to go to a hospital for 2 days, 3 days, high on drugs and not being able to study, that I skrikte weg. 3 days later, woke up, fine. I really think I had a massive fright. But like I say, it was worth it. Looking back now, it was totally worth it. Do I want to go through it again? No. But it was worth it. Now you guys know a little bit about me and where I'm currently at and what I had to go through to get where I am now. I'm excited to walk this journey with you. I'm gonna try my best with the videos. I've always been camera shy. It's getting better now, at least. I just shouldn't sound like an idiot saying like the whole time. I could edit this video and be like, idiot. I think that's it for the first vlog. Keep doing record. That's it for this vlog. Maybe when I have more information about when I start my training again, then I'll do more proper planning for videos and all of that, and then I can document that and share it with you guys. So yeah, for now, hope you enjoyed, and then I'll check you in the next one.